So, lads, Diana Taurasi was talking about the Olympics last year, and just in general, like, she didn't play very much in the Olympics, but she started. She started initially, and as the Olympics went on, let's be honest, she was completely stinking it up, and she got benched. She got benched. She should have never made the team in the first place, but it is what it is. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We are trying to hit 56.35 subscribers by the end of the day. So anyway, yeah, let's go and talk about this topic right here. And it's Taurasi. So this is Taurasi talking about the gold medal game. Through the Olympic semi-finals, Taurasi played a bit role for coach Cheryl Reeve, playing 55 minutes, 50 seconds over the first 5 games of the tournament. That number didn't change in the gold medal game, a 1-point victory over France, because Taurasi never came off the bench. She kept looking at Bird, whose seat was across the court from Taurasi's spot on the bench, with a look Bird described as, "I don't know what the hell's going on." This was the game she was actually brought here for, Bird said. As the game progressed, Taurasi thought, "You're not even going to get me on for a little bit." Well, yeah. She was the worst player on the team. And that team included a point guard who couldn't run. Like, that team included the very worst we have seen of the point fraud. Since coming back from injury, that was absolutely the worst we have seen from the point fraud. Like, she was unplayably bad. And Taurasi was still the worst player on that team. Like, it is what it is. They had to cut her because the Germany were beating them. I can't remember, was it the group stage? I think it was the group stage they played Germany. But in the groups, Germany were beating them to start the game. They were like neck and neck with Japan to start the game. And like all they had to do was just throw a high to Brittany Griner. And they got a basket every single time against Japan. So that was the thing. In fairness, they destroyed Australia in the semis. They destroyed Nigeria in the quarters. And then in the finals, they started off, in fairness, they did start off badly and they came back into it. But like, that's a kind of crazy thing. People are literally like, we almost lost a gold medal because of Cheryl. I think the players were as confused with her. I think all the players were confused with her as the coach. Like, not playing Taurasi did not almost lose the gold medal. And not bringing, you don't even have to bring Caitlin Clark. Bring Skylar Diggins. Bring a point guard. At least bring a damn point guard. Like, if you're not going to go and bring Caitlin Clark, or at least bring Natasha fucking Cloud or something. Just bring a point guard that's not currently injured. DT wasn't playing well. Talk about Cheryl Reeve altogether. She was bad as coach. She was horrendous as a coach. Decision making at games makes no sense. More anger in Chelsea's minutes over DT's role. Like, Cheryl Reeve did a horrendous job with that team. An absolutely horrendous job. And the fact is, you've got Diana Taurasi basically annoyed that she wasn't playing more minutes and she didn't play. And basically say, you know what, this is why you brought me here. So obviously she was being told, look, you're here as a veteran presence and you're really going to be, the reason why you're going to be used is in the final because of your experience. Like, imagine having a team with under 30 on the team, if I'm not mistaken, was Jackie Young, Aja Wilson, and Sabrina. I think there were 3 players under 30 on that team. And they needed to bring a 42-year-old for experience. Like, Brittany Griner is about a year off retiring, isn't enough experience. Stewie at her 3rd Olympics isn't enough experience. Fee Collier isn't enough experience. Aja Wilson apparently isn't enough experience. They just went old. They went old, and I'm just saying this one thing. You better believe if the Olympics was this year, Paige Bueckers would be there. And Paige Bueckers would deserve to be there. Just like Caitlin Clark deserved to be there a year ago. Paige Bueckers, you better believe if the Olympics started right now, she'd be there in her rookie season. I think there'd be talks about bringing Sonia fucking Citron this season to the Olympics. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one in 2026. Like, for the World Cup. Whether or not Caitlin wants to play or whether she's, like, indifferent on it or whatever the situation is when it comes to Caitlin and to Team USA. But it is funny listening to Taurasi talk. Like, She was obviously promised a big role. She was starting 5. And I think Team USA thought France were chumps. That's just my opinion. I think they thought France were chumps. I think they thought Belgium were chumps. And by the way, like, Belgium nearly or put it up to them without Julie Allemont. Like, Belgium did not have their second best player, and they nearly got the bronze. Like, Australia did it without Beck Allen. They didn't have Beck Allen for the Olympics. And USA had every player that they wanted to bring healthy. And they still chose to bring injured players over elite healthy players left at home. But, like, it is a tough one. It is a tough one all around. And look, Taurasi was clearly given some false promises. Taurasi was clearly given false promises when it comes to, like, that Olympics team. So I do feel bad for her in that regard, but what you didn't need to bring that Taurasi in the first place. Like, there just was no need. But the thing is there was no need to bring Sue Bird in 2020. There was no need to bring Sue Bird in 2020. Like, Sue Bird was brought and started over Chelsea Gray, who at the time was the best point guard in the WNBA. There was no need in 2016 to leave Candace Parker down. To bring 4 players from the Minnesota Lynx. Like, you didn't need to not bring Candace Parker over, like, a Simone Augustus who was way past her prime. Like, in Simone Augustus's prime, she was a 20-point per game scorer. In 2016, Simone Augustus was a 10-point per game scorer. And Team USA decided to bring her. Team USA brought Tamika Catchings in the last year of her career, which is, like, that's something they shouldn't have done for Candace Parker and Nneka Nwumike. Nneka the MVP, Candace Parker the Finals MVP. But they brought a 12-point per game on a non-playoff team, Indiana Fever. Well, sorry, they did make the playoffs. They lost in the first round of the playoffs. They brought a 12-point per game player just on seniority. But at the end of the day, like, she realistically should have shouldn't have been there in the first place. Shouldn't have played in the finals. But look, if there was definitely false promises there from Cheryl Reeve. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.